Aubameyang! Oh, brilliant! He took it first time and with devastating effect. Put through by Steve Bold. Would you believe it?
I don't want to waste what's left. The storms we
The game, according to the referee, and Bergkamp certainly life in hand.
No, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go.
Henri. What a goal!
Dance through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
He's in again. Pushed out by Bartes. Wiltor!
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another show, and it is that big game this evening. We are taking on Villarreal in the last leg of the semi-finals, and it is a massive game. Joining me this evening to discuss the finer points, we're going to be reacting to the team lineup. Whether we're going to be happy by the end of the stream, that's another matter altogether. Is Zach and Melina. First of all, Melina, thanks for joining again.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for having me on the panel, and it's nice to talk to Zach as well. I'm nervous for tonight, but hopefully we do our job tonight. It's do or die.
It is. And Zach, mate, back again for the pre-match build-up show. How you doing, mate?
Back again, Daniel. No, thank you for having me on. Nice to speak to Melina as well. I seem to remember last time I was on here was a Europa League game, and I saw the lineup, and then I was off to watch Emmerdale, I think, after that. But let's hope it's not a repeat of that. Let's hope we can be a little bit more optimistic when we see that lineup. I think we will. My feeling is we will, but we'll wait and see. We've got 25 minutes to go before the lineup's announced, so.
Yeah, definitely. And big up everybody in the chat. The usual regulars, James, Tony, ZH, Steve as well. So yeah, big up all you guys in the chat. Remember to hit the like button, guys. That's really important. It helps the growth of the channel. And do hit the share button as well. That's also key. It helps the channel grow. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers now. Listen, I know I've been saying that for the last 3 or 4 weeks, but I feel like I've been just on the horizon of reaching that milestone for a long time. So yeah, big up to you guys for almost making that happen. So yeah, are you guys confident for tonight? I know, listen, we massively screwed up last week. Listen, there's the less said about that game, the better, and the less said about Arteta's tactics, the better, because they just completely baffled me. But Melina, I'm going to come to you first. Is there any part of you? And Tony says here in the chat that you look nervous. Is there any part of you that is confident for tonight?
Actually, surprisingly, I don't know. Maybe I do have a glimpse of hope with this lineup, but if we win or if we lose tonight, whatever the result is, this manager, put simply, is not the man for the job and is out of his depth. He came to this Arsenal job with a blank CV, and not to be very harsh on him, but I want to be realistic, as that's the type of fan I am. I think, last week, Arteta sort of had this mentality from Pep to do a false nine, which clearly didn't work, tested out a stupid formation in a semi-final of a European competition. And, last week was dreadful to watch. Hopefully the boys turn up tonight, but it all goes down to Arteta and what 11 he picks.
It does. And what 11 he picks is going to be crucial. It's going to be massive. Zach, I want to come to you now. Do you think Martinelli should start? Because I don't know, like, and it's baffling to me what Arteta doesn't see in Martinelli. Because do you know what it is? It's I look at Martinelli and I just think, mate, you should be in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
I
mate.
said yes. I said yesterday when I gave my lineup, and I'll run through that again. What my preferred lineup was very shortly. But do you think Martinelli should start? And would you? Because the thing is, you know, a lot of people are saying, and I agree. Listen, you don't really want to take out Pepe, but if you had to straight choose between the two, which I know, like, you don't have to. I know you could put Pepe on the right, which is basically what I did in my lineup yesterday. But knowing Arteta knows that it's going to be one of the two, isn't it? So
No,
would you
but
go with
Daniel, right?
Martinelli or would you
Listen,
go with
there's no
Pepe?
this. This is a myth. This Pepe or Martinelli thing. That's not even a consideration, right? You don't have to choose between Pepe or Martinelli, right? You can play. For me, our best number 10 is Bukayo Saka. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. You stick Saka in the number 10. You put Martinelli on the left, Pepe on the right, Aubameyang up front, or Balogun up front, right? I would play Balogun. He's not even going to be on the bench probably. But alternatively, play Emil number 10, Saka right, Pepe left, Emil number 10, Martinelli on the left, Pepe on the right, Saka at left back, and then have one of the midfielders cover the left back. Like Xhaka used to cover for Bukayo Saka at left back when he was first playing left back, right? Just do that. There's no. This is a myth. I saw Charles Watts' video earlier. Pepe or Martinelli. Like, what planet are people on?
Why are we
Martinelli has to
separating the
start.
two? Yeah.
Yeah, Martinelly has to start this game. Yeah? Because
Yeah.
this is our season. You don't want him on the bench, and it's too late. You bring him on with 15 minutes to go. What's that going to do? I don't want.
No,
I don't want.
I agree.
I don't want
agree with you,
Odegaard.
Zach.
Odegaard should not be starting. Yeah, don't want him anywhere near that team. Emil is so much better than him. So is Bukayo Saka. We are going to play Odegaard at the expense of a Martinelli. We're going to lose this game tonight. I'm telling you now, we're going to lose it. So Martinelli starts for me. I wouldn't even start Aubameyang. Maybe I'd put Martinelli up front and have Pepe and Saka on the wings, or Emil in number 10. Look, I don't think Aubameyang is fully fit, but I know exactly what game Arteta's going to play, yeah? And I know exactly the lineup he's going to pick as well. And it ain't going to be what you lot want to hear. Martinelli's going to be sitting on that bench, yeah? And the front three will be Aubameyang, Pepe, and Saka.
I really
Yeah.
hope not, because
It's
that
not
means
bad.
Granit Xhaka at left back.
Yep, and El Neni will
Yeah.
start probably.
Do you know what I want to see? Do you know what my lineup was? And the reason why I went, so I'll just quickly run through what I picked yesterday. I went for I wanted to see Matt Ryan in goal. I wanted to, and there is a flaw in my lineup which I couldn't. Oh no, because I changed it at the end, didn't I? So yeah, my lineup would be Matt Ryan in goal, Cedric at right back, David Luiz and Gabriel. Because listen, I still think that he's going to put David Luiz in there, even though he ain't fit. And if there's a chance that could happen, then listen, I'd go for that because of the magnitude of the game. So I went for David Luiz, Gabriel with Bukayo Saka at left back. I went for Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka in the midfield with Smith Rowe in the number 10 role, with Pepe on the right, Aubameyang down the middle, and Martinelli on the left. That's the lineup. I think if he's not going to go with that, but if he went with that, I think we'd have a really good chance of winning the game.
Yeah, I agree. I like that lineup. But let's face it, yeah. Since Arteta has come to this football club, have you seen one lineup from him that you can sit back and say, he's got it right? Because I've never seen one lineup. I've always been fuming with every single lineup he picks. There's going to be at least one or two dodgy decisions tonight.
Setbacks, right?
In terms of the lineup, right? So Xhaka could still be at left back, or Martinelli will be on the bench, and he never gets the team right, and it's not good enough. It is not good enough. And I just want to see Arsenal win this competition, but with this manager, I don't know. I don't. I wouldn't even. You know what? I wouldn't put it past him to drop Nicolas Pepe tonight. Yeah, and Nicolas Pepe has been our man of the tournament in the Europa League. Absolutely fantastic. I think he scored 6 goals in 12 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I wouldn't put it past this manager if we see that team line up and Pepe's on the bench.
Draw.
And do you know what? By the way, not many Arsenal fans will be up in arms on that. I'm calling Arsenal fans out here. They don't have the same energy when it comes to Nicolas Pepe. They don't want to rate him. For me, if we go on and win this Europa League, he is our player of the season, Nicolas Pepe. Yeah, start putting some respect on his name.
Yeah. Do you know the thing with Pepe? I think I've always been a little bit. I've sometimes been a little bit critical of Pepe, and then I've sometimes maybe been way too harsh on him, just because I can see that the talent is there. Like, the talent is there, and you can see that. But the one thing that I leveled at Pepe was consistency. But lately, he seems to have improved his game, and again with Martinelli as well. Like, I seen that on Sunday. He seemed to listen that Martinelli runs around the pitch like a headless chicken every single game. But I felt on Sunday that he was, and I had to kind of, obviously you guys know I didn't really watch the game live because I had loads of appointments, so I had to watch it back. But I kind of got the feeling from that he's improving his game and he's maturing all the time, Martinelli, and you can tell that by little bits of his game.
But let's just be real here. This manager, the minute players perform really well, exceptionally, like Pepe has really improved recently. And Martinelli, the minute he comes on, it's a whole different game we're playing, Daniel. And you can see with his pace, the momentum, passing, everything is on point. That kid has a lot of passion to want to play for the club. And Arteta just drops him. And the minute players are doing well, they're getting dropped. And last week, Arteta done this whole false 9 thing, which really didn't work. And tonight, is there going to be a false 9 again?
Yeah. Listen, there's 25 of you in chat. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Listen, it's great to see so many of you and so many of the regulars and a few people who I might have seen before but not seen for a long time. So yeah, big up to you guys. You guys are all legends. I appreciate every single one of you in the chat. Yeah, look, I'm just like so nervous for this game, like, because there is mistakes in us, which is going to make it, anybody, if you've got heart problems, it's probably not a good idea to watch this game because, do you know what I mean? It's not going to do you any favors. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's going to be one of them. I don't know. I want to see a big performance from Aubameyang tonight. I want to see him step up. He's had a poor season for whatever reason, and I actually find it. I don't know. I've just got this feeling that he's going to do something tonight.
I hope so, because he's let us down a lot in big games. He hasn't turned up. I've been calling Ghostbusters a lot to find him because I can't seem to find him on the pitch. Although he turned up for Newcastle, but that's Newcastle. This is a whole different game. And keep in mind, Daniel, Villarreal and Unai Emery with Sevilla, the Europa League is his game. Emery knows what's best. And last week, were Villarreal actually at their very best, or did we just, were we so awful with that false 9 and that poor formation that, Villarreal hasn't even showed us their best? That's going to be a nightmare tonight. And like you said earlier, all our hopes are on this lineup.
Yeah, and I actually think as well that, Villarreal were partly the way they were last week is because we let them play like that. Let's be honest here, and I'm not taking nothing away from Villarreal because they outplayed us, but there's part of me going that the reason why they played so well is because we played so shit, and Arteta screwed up with the lineup. And do you know what really frustrates me, like with Arteta, is he just seems absolutely clueless. Like, you know, he was just like saying, "Oh, we need to, you know, it's going to be different this time because we're going to have 11 players on the pitch." Did you not start the game with 11 players on the pitch last week?
Well,
Do you know
with
what I
Danny
mean?
Ceballos, I don't think so. It's always been 10 men the minute he plays.
Did you not start the game with 11 players? And then this, oh, we don't know whether this false 9 thing worked or not because the dynamics of the game changed early on. What? Just because you conceded a goal? So conceding a goal, listen, the system didn't work after that. The system didn't work when we tried it against Man City in October, when we went up to them and played them in the league. It didn't work then when you tried to do it with Willian. It didn't work in the semi-final. Mate, you're clueless. And do you know what really bugs me with Arteta? And this is why I stopped watching his press conferences, right? Yeah. And I only noticed this yesterday because I was watching his press conference just to find out what tribe he'd come out with. And there was a moment, and I can't remember what the question was, but you could tell in his voice that he ain't taking this job seriously. I swear this. He ain't taking this job seriously because you can hear that little cheeky laugh in the way he talks. And I was like, is that just me? Or have I not noticed this before? And I actually went back and listened to about 6 or 7 of his press conferences. And at certain questions, you can tell that he's not taking it seriously. And I'm just like, how did I not notice this before? But it just winds me up. Do you know what I mean? It just winds me up that he's just not taking this seriously. I don't know whether you guys noticed it or whether you guys really pay attention to details like that. But it just hit me yesterday. I was like, this guy is laughing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's actually in a press conference in the semi-final, but you can hear it in his voice. He's laughing. Like you can hear that. You know when people laugh and they got that grin on their face. Like that's what he sounds like. And I
think that all comes down to a lack of experience, and he's incompetent, has no experience whatsoever, Daniel. And it all comes down to tonight. You know, tonight's not about the Cronkies. Tonight, really, it's on Arteta on that 11. And does he have the competency and the intelligence enough to make a best 11? People like Balogun, Martinelli, Pepe, Martinelli not even getting much game time. We've seen his talent, Daniel, at his best. We've seen Pepe improve. Last week, keep in mind, Arteta didn't bring a striker on until the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah. It's mad. But big up, there's 29 people in the chat. That's mad. Absolutely insane for one of these pre-match build-ups.
I think people are waiting for us to have a meltdown of the lineup.
Sorry about that. I was that was work, so I had to quickly take that. But,
yeah, don't worry.
I could hear you, Daniel, talking away. What were you talking about? You just.
So Zach, I was just saying, right? I was talking about Arteta's press conference yesterday, and I was listening to it, and I don't know whether anybody else has picked up on this, but I was listening to it yesterday, and there was a moment in the press conference where somebody asked him a question. I can't remember what it was, but his answer, it wasn't what he said, but the way he said it. You know when people laugh, you know when people grin and they've got that, and you can tell by the way they talk that they've got that little grin on their face. I was hearing that in Arteta, and I was like, I've never fucking have I just been living under a rock? I've not noticed this before. And
Mate,
I was like,
how could you not have noticed?
It's just
what?
No. Do you know what it is? Right?
He's the most arrogant person. You know, he's got no reason to be arrogant. He's never managed a game before he came to Arsenal. But
do you know what it is? I was listening to it and I was like, is that just a one-off, or is that before?
No, it's not, Daniel. This is what I'm trying to say to you, mate. It's not a one-off. You've been arrogant since day one, yeah? Day one. Do you see that clip of, that clip that was going around about a month ago where someone interrupted his press conference? When he was doing the Zoom call, he was like, "Close the door," and all this rubbish. Yeah, he's the most arrogant guy, and he's got nothing to back it up with. Jose Mourinho is arrogant. Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know how many league titles that guy's won? And do you know how many Champions Leagues he's won? He can afford to be arrogant. Yeah. Mikel Arteta cannot afford to be arrogant. This is one of my biggest problems with Arteta, right? If he was a humble guy and he was sitting there thinking, do you know what? I'm so lucky to have been given the opportunity at Arsenal, right? And he was humble, he was nice. He's the biggest arrogant fuck. Excuse my French, but he is so arrogant, and that's one of the things I hate about him. Honestly, it's horrible. I don't know why I'm in such a bad mood about it. I was actually in a good mood earlier, but I think every time I talk about Arteta, it just gets me wound up. So, ever since the decisions, look, Jim House and saying Martinez, yeah, that ever since that decision, he's so arrogant, Arteta. Like, oh, Leno's my number one, yeah? All right, cool. Pepe's got to prove every game that he's at 9 out of 10, but Bellerin can stink the place out every game. Yeah? All right, cool. Maitland-Niles and Joe Willock have to bust their balls every training session. But Willian can come in every game and stink the place out on 200 grand a week and not score a goal for this football club. Joe Willock was balling in the Europa League in the group stages, yeah? What's Willian ever done? So when people talk about Arteta to me, I just get wound up. Like, I don't even want to talk about the geezer. I just want to move on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I knew he was arrogant, but I didn't know that cheeky laugh, and it just pissed me off. Like, it was just
no cheeky laugh, mate.
Do you know? But it was like a cheeky, like, it was like I looked and I listened to it and I was like, you ain't taking this job seriously, and I got angry. Like, I was just like, what the hell is going on here?
I don't get.
And
how I knew you just noticed that now, Daniel. I don't know how.
Do you know why? Do you know why it is? Because I listen to his press conferences and I zone out of all of them, and the only reason I do that is so that I can react to it on stream and stuff. So like I can do like as part of my preview. Otherwise, I wouldn't fucking listen to his press conferences. But I just zone out half the time and I just pick out certain bits. But yesterday I was like, okay, let's see what he has to say. It's the biggest game of it's the biggest game of our season. It's the biggest game in 2 years that we've played.
He's a fraud.
And I was just like, what on earth is going on? And do you know what? Like, I'll be honest, right? Yeah, I listened to Aubameyang's press conference yesterday, and he sounded more sincere than Arteta ever does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, when he was talking about, he can talk the talk, but I just want to see him walk the walk on the pitch at the end of the day. Do you know what, Daniel? Sorry to interrupt. Let me read this super chat from Randy.
Thank you, Randy, for your donation.
Thanks, Randy, for the donation.
This one, the can you expose the fraud Leno?
Zach, can you expose the fraud Leno? Mate, I don't need to expose him. For me, he's the worst goalkeeper in the league. Yeah? I've been saying it since day dot. We have literally, and I'm not going to repeat this again, I've said it a few times, gave away, and I say we gave away for peanuts, the best goalkeeper in the league to keep the worst goalkeeper in the league. Leno is awful. And shame on Arsenal fans, yeah? Shame on Arsenal fans. Oh, it's Leno, the blonde hair, blue-eyed goalkeeper. And I'll tell you what, this fan base winds me up. I'm in a bad mood tonight.
Yeah.
I'm in a bad mood.
Big up everybody in the chat.
We need Melina to smile. Come on.
There's someone. No, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous for tonight. And a lot of you guys know my dad was in hospital and suffers from heart problems. So I don't know what Arsenal are going to do tonight. Someone in the chat said, yeah, massive. Someone in the chat here, Daniel, says, there's fire in Abba's belly. He wants to win. I love the guy. I would rather have Martinelli starting up front, to be very honest with you, as Aubameyang, ever since he signed the new contract, hasn't done much to me. for 350 quid. He hasn't cut it for me. And that's another thing I wanted to add.
Who's that, Melina?
Aubameyang.
Yeah, I agree. Balogun, this is the other thing. Why was Balogun coming on in the Europa League, scoring a goal after 30 seconds and never seen again?
Yeah.
That winds me right up. And then Ketia is allowed to sit on the bench and Balogun's not. Well, somebody explain that to me.
And they're seen in training all the time, but never given that opportunity to come on the pitch. And
but Melina, this
manager is killing talent.
He's
talent
killing
in
talent.
the youth. Yes.
That's my problem, Melina, right? He gave Balogun the chance. Balogun took his chance and he's never been seen again, ever. Like, it makes no sense. What's the point in giving him the chance? Do you know what I mean? And Willian, I know I'll go back to Willian, but he's given chance after chance. And
he got dropped too.
You could put Balogun on the wing and he would be more effective than Willian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. And Balogun has that drive as a youth. And that's the thing under Emery we've seen. Like, Emery gave our youth players more opportunity on that pitch. Yeah. Whereas Arteta, okay, you're a youth, you have talent. All right, sit out week in and week out.
Yeah.
And I think Martinelli, personally, he should walk in the summer because he'll end up being like an Gnabry situation where, we're killing their talent.
I'd leave if I was Martinelli. By the way, another one is Reece Nelson.
Oh,
Arteta has absolutely ruined him, yeah?
Yeah.
Ruined him.
Do you think, because listen, I'm not a fan of Arteta, but I'm not a fan of Reece Nelson either. Like, I just don't think...
Daniel. The thing is with Reece Nelson, mate, he might not end up being good enough for Arsenal Football Club. Got potential, and we've never given him a proper chance, right? I would rather give someone like Reece Nelson a go in this team, youth energy, Hale End kid, than Willian, a fucking Chelsea reject that Arteta and Edu have brought to this football club because they've got the same agent as Willian on 200 grand a week. Give me a Reece Nelson or a Joe Willett any day of the week, or a Balogun on the wing even, or a fucking anyone. One of our youth products, right? Not fucking, and this is my problem, Daniel. With Reece Nelson, he might not be good enough, ultimately, but he's never played more than 3 games in a row. He hasn't played 2 games in a row, I don't think. No.
So and Balogun just signed the new contract too, yet we haven't seen much of him.
Exactly. Anyway,
Daniel, the African Gooner is watching in the chat. He's from, I think, the Arsenal Lounge channel. And he just wrote a comment saying, "Big game tonight. Come on, you Gunners." I think he's watching from Periscope. So thank you for watching, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. And thank you to all the new people, whether you're watching on Periscope or YouTube or Twitter. And if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, please do. I'd really appreciate that. I have to apologize because this will go out on Facebook, but it won't be live because Facebook is messing around with my streams right now, and last week's one got reported for copyright, and I have no reason, I have no idea why they reported it for copyright, because it's not like I was streaming the game or anything. It was just it's every time, right, I do a European game, it gets flagged for copyright. Premier League, everything's fine, and this is not me being racist before anybody goes, "Oh, you're just racist." It's not. Every time I do a European game, it always gets flagged for copyright, but I have no idea what's going on with Facebook, so apologies to the Facebookers that will watch this on playback, unfortunately.
Right, we need some positive vibes now because I'm sick of being negative now.
I think, you know what, if we win tonight, it gives us a big leap into Champions League football, but then again, let's be realistic. We'll get battered in Champions League football. We've sacrificed everything in the Premier League, and tonight, I have a glimpse of hope of this lineup. I really feel like we won't be let down, and coming from someone who's been let down all the time from, not seeing Martinelli, not seeing talent and prospects that we have sitting on the bench, sitting out, I really think, tonight we're playing at home. We just need one goal, Zach, and I know Arsenal's downfall is Arsenal itself, and we're the biggest threat to our own club and the manager. But tonight we just need one goal, and one goal will get us that spot in the final.
Well, not if we concede. but-
I disagree.
That's
I
true.
disagree. I think we need 3 goals. We need at least 3 or
To be
4 goals.
safe.
Because
Yeah.
let me tell you something, right? Yeah, we're gonna concede more than 1 goal. I can tell you that now. So we need 3 or 4 goals. We need to win 3 or 4. You know, we need to win. We need to score at least 3 or 4. And
I know we can't trust Arsenal to keep a clean sheet. That's not going to happen.
yeah.
Oh my
and
God. I've just
the
seen the
thing.
lineup. This is ridiculous.
No. Oh my
Fucking
God. Don't
ridiculous.
even.
Odegaard.
Wait, is that the leaked one?
Oh,
Is that the
bloody
leaked
Ode-
one or Charles Watts?
No, this is the real one. This is the real
Oh my
one.
God.
So,
Don't even make me panic, bruv.
the,
I'm
the
on live
lineup. Let me
stream.
read the lineup. Let me read the lineup, guys.
No.
Leno in goal. Holding, Pablo Mari, Xhaka, Bellerin. Fuck's
Oh my
sake.
God. Oh my God.
Smith Rowe, Thomas Partey,
Hold
Bukayo
on
Saka.
1 second.
Bellerin,
Hold on 1
Hector
second.
Bellerin starting.
Hold on 1 second. Go. What's that back line?
Holding, Mari, Xhaka, and Bellerin.
Wow.
So Xhaka's at fucking left back.
Xhaka's
Yeah,
left back,
Shaka's at
Bellerin's
left
right
back
back.
again.
So Chambers has been dropped.
Oh
Why
my
are we
God.
playing? The only
Okay.
good thing I would say.
Okay,
I mean,
Thomas.
why is Odegaard starting in front of fucking Martinelli? I mean, someone
So
that play
Granit Xhaka at left back. Brilliant.
Okay, so who's in midfield? Thomas Partey and
well, it's going to be Odegaard, Partey, and fucking
So no Martinelli.
no Martinelli.
Brilliant. Absolutely
What?
brilliant.
Odegaard's shit, man.
so who's it? So it's Partey. Who's in
Partey,
midfield?
Odegaard, and probably Smith Rowe as the midfield.
Yes, Partey, and then the forward line. Who's the forward line?
Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang.
Oh my God.
Oh well, it is what it is. I mean, at least
done.
Pepe.
Done.
I don't know.
Give up.
I don't know.
Give up.
Martinelli. How can Martinelli not be starting this football match?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, did you see that assist that he did for Aubameyang?
On Newcastle. That was
What
brilliant.
a ball! Yeah.
Yeah. What a ball.
Unbelievable. Playing.
Yeah,
What did
this is the
Odegaard?
official
What did
lineup.
Odegaard do? Nothing.
This is a shame.
Anyway, could be worse, I guess.
We're done out here. Holding and Mari pairing. Chambers has been dropped. No Martinelli. No Balogun. Tierney on the bench.
I mean, I'm glad that Chambers has been dropped because he was getting roasted last week. Like, I ain't gonna
Yeah, but
lie.
Bellerin-
Chambers.
Granit Xhaka at left back. No Cedric. Where's Cedric? What has Cedric done? See, now I'm getting really pissed off.
Do you know what I think he might do? I think he might play 3 centre backs with Xhaka, Holding, and Mari as a 3 centre backs. Bukayo Saka
At left back.
left wing back, and then Pepe right wing back.
If I see Granit Xhaka at left back, I'm gonna lose it.
He might be going 3 at the back, guys, but
That back line is awful.
it's awful.
And he's changed the formation again.
Change the formation just to shoehorn. You know, he's putting Odegaard in just to play him for the sake of it. When Martinelli's sitting on the bench, yeah.
Cheddars, I love your comment, but
Why
I
would
can't
you
read
drop
it out just
Cedric?
in case. I can't read it out just in case people get offended. But I love your comment.
Who?
Like-
What's Cheddar saying?
I'll let you
Everyone
read
gets
it,
a
but it's
bonus.
there.
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
He's there in the chat. But I didn't want to read it out because I'm filtering out what comments I read out now because I'm like I've been burnt before, like so I'm filtering the comments
There's
I
some
read
Man
out.
United fans in the chat, so Man United lineup is out too.
The bench,
De Gea.
no Balogun on the bench, man.
Wow, yeah, United are set. They don't need to do much. They've already done it. Yeah, Jim says the backline lacks pace. Yeah, the backline is awful. And no Balogun, not even on the bench. Martinelli not starting. Cedric being dropped. This is ridiculous.
Do you know
This
what it
manager
could
has
be,
to walk
guys?
before the game even starts. I'm
You know
done.
what it could be? It could be Bukayo Saka at left back and Xhaka in midfield.
I hope it's Saka at left back, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what more do we have to do to I don't know. What more? Even if it's handed to his face, he won't make a proper 11.
To be honest, any team with Hector Bellerin, Granit Xhaka in, and
Has
Odegaard,
to go. Yeah.
and Leno as well, those 4 stinking out the place. You got fucking Balogun, Martinelli on the Balogun's not even on the bench, but man, it is what
Is
it
Daniel,
is.
there's a
Martinelli on the
super chat.
bench? Oh,
Yeah.
where is it? I missed it, or did it just come through?
It just came through from Randy.
Yeah, because StreamYard is, it's StreamYard is. Let me see.
Anyway, what I don't know how to feel about that lineup, but it could have been worse, possibly, but it's not the best.
Where is it, Melina? It's not come through yet.
I can read it out if you would like. It's above the comment from Jim and below the comment from Sam.
Wait, I can't find it here. Let me find it.
What's Arteta going to do? Bring Martinelli on with 15 minutes to go when we're chasing the game?
15 minutes, he'd be lucky. It's probably 5 minutes, Zach, at this point.
Probably 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, this is disgraceful.
Or he might bring Willian on when we need a goal. The guy who's never scored a goal. The guy who's never scored a goal for
Oh my god, I don't know.
Anyway,
I can't find it. Do you want to read it, Melina? Because
yeah,
I can't find it.
Randy. So thank you for your super chat donation, mate. And thanks a lot for your support on the channel. You've been a long-time viewer of this channel and Claude's channel as well. Randy says,
"Oh, there we go. I found it. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
There we go. I didn't go far enough back. I'll show it up on the screen. There you go, Randy. Thanks for your donation, mate. That's like, that's the second donation tonight, but I appreciate it. Yeah. And yeah, that's. Do you want to read that out, Melina? Because you started to read that out. I just wanted to put it up on the screen.
I can read it out. So Randy says the amount of praise an average Saka gets shows the fans overhype and accepts mediocrity. He hasn't been our best player. Martinelli over Saka all day.
The thing is about that comment, right? I understand where Randy's coming from, but it comes back to Arteta mismanaging our players because Saka is a very young player. Yeah, young players need to be brought into the team, then pulled out again. And if you think about Saka, who's been overplayed by this manager, of course his form was going to dip. And I agree, Randy, Saka hasn't been great over the last 2 months. He's had the odd good game. Meanwhile, Martinelli has been underplayed, criminally underplayed. And this is why you need an experienced manager. Someone who's got the experience to juggle the youngsters. To say, look, do you know what, Bukayo? You're not going to play every game. Yeah? We're going to bring you into the team and we're going to bring you out again. But what Arteta's done is played him week in, week out, and his form's dipped because he's young, and that's just the way it is. Arteta's
Roadmap. Sorry, I just want to grab this super chat before it goes. Roadmap, you absolute joker. He says at least Daniel will have his beloved Man U. Yeah, Randy, do you know what? Randy's to blame for all these fucking Man United jokes. Right? I tell you, like Randy, the next person to put a Man United joke is getting timed out. Seriously.
What's Randy saying?
So Randy's not saying it, but ever since I'd done the Manchester Derby watch along, this was when I was doing watch alongs before I bloody abandoned them because it was too time consuming. I did when we were in the height of lockdown, the second lockdown, I was banging out watch alongs, and I'd done the Manchester Derby, and Randy was like, "Oh, you're a secret Man United fan," and I was like, "Mate, I was just doing a watch along." But yeah, he's bloody joker. And he started the Spurs one about you, didn't he, Melina?
Yeah, I just take it with a pinch of salt.
Do you know what, though, guys? The one thing I'll say about the lineup is
thank you for your donation anyway, Roadmap. Thank you for your donation. Carry on, Zach. Sorry, mate.
That's all right. The one thing I'd say about the lineup is quite attacking. If you think about it, because really, there's probably only 3. We basically got 3 defenders on the pitch, right? Holding, Mari, and Bellerin. If you can call Bellerin a defender, and then the rest are either attacking players or midfield. So, I mean, at least it's attacking, yeah. Well, it has to be attacking. I mean, we need to win the game. So, anyway, let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens.
I have a feeling he'll put Saka at left back. I really hope so. I don't want Granit Xhaka at left back. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like I need a nap before the game.
I feel like Arteta should just walk now before the game even starts.
So
and
what if
save
we
us all
lose?
the misery.
If we lose tonight, yeah, right. Let's ask this question for the people in the comments. If we lose tonight, should Arteta be sacked? Let's
Yes.
see what everyone says. For me, yes. Daniel, yes. Melina, yes.
100%.
Let's see what the comments say. If
I'll
there's
even
anyone,
pay for his. I'll even pay for his fucking flight. Do you know what I mean?
Where,
I've got
flight
loyalty.
where?
I've got loyalty points with EasyJet, so it won't cost me a penny. Do you know what I mean?
Flight where? Where's he going? Where's he going?
Where's he
Daniel?
going? He can go back
League
to
One football if he
he can
qualifies
go,
for that.
he can go to AC Milan and join that other prick Ivan Gazidis. They can both go and get haircuts together. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Well, no, Gazidis hasn't got any hair.
Yeah, Villarreal are starting Coquelin too.
bring up. There's 31 people in the chat. Do hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Listen,
Do
this,
you know what?
is
Yeah.
a mad stream.
By the way, I saw a comment earlier and I didn't respond to it. Your mate Cheddar's, right? When I said Pepe is our player of the season, listen, if we lift this Europa League, Pepe has been our best player in the Europa League. He's our player of the season. Who are you actually going to put above him? Who are you going to put above him? Name one player who's performed better than Nicolas Pepe, yeah? No one. So I'm not having any of that nonsense from Cheddars in the chat. Yeah? This is, you watch tonight, you see what Nicolas Pepe's about. I don't need to keep banging on about this guy. The geezer is class. He's a class act.
Oh no, guys. Oh shit.
What, Melina?
It's confirmed Granit Xhaka at left back. Saka
How
right
do you know?
back.
Who says that?
So asking Gunnar, I think he's still watching. I think it's official because Charles Watts tweeted it too. Oh my god.
Yeah, but you never know with this team. Anyway,
I really
look,
hope it's
I
not
don't
the
mind. Do
case.
you know what? I don't mind Xhaka at left back, honestly,
Oh
because
my
at
god.
least he's out. He's not in the midfield, slowing things down in the midfield, right? I'd rather Xhaka at left back than in midfield because he's shit in midfield.
People in the chat are asking for the Villarreal full lineup, so I'm just gonna pull that up.
Oh shit! Listen, there's 35 of you in chat on. That's absolutely insane. That's like listen, I'm really pleased with the response. You guys know that when there's loads of you, I get a buzz off that because that's
Yeah, so
listen, I ain't gonna get a buzz off Arsenal tonight by the sounds of it. So
Daniel, I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right?
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry about that.
I gotta take my excitement where I can. Do you know what I mean?
Daniel, can I go through the Villarreal lineup? Some people in the chat were asking.
Yeah. I've just got to mute for a second, Melina.
Oh, no worries.
And yeah, if you read that out while I just mute.
Sure. So those of you in the chat who have asked me for the Villarreal lineup, I'll just run through that real quick. So we have Rulli, Pedraza, Torres, Albiol, Gasper, Trigueros, Coquelin, Perejo, Moreno, Alcácer, and Chukwueze. Yeah, so we've gone more attacking. Bellerin is at right back. Bellerin starting is I'm very I'm not confident in this lineup. I'm really not. And let's see how it goes. There's nothing more we can do. It's already set up and I guess fixed. And yeah, I'm as disappointed as now. And I really hope there's no false nine. But seeing Bellerin on that lineup just pisses me off. He shouldn't even be wearing an Arsenal shirt. He's been way too long with us and hasn't done anything to deserve a start. Seeing Martinelli on the bench is even more concerning. It's like a must-win game for us, and you're still not playing him. That's frustrating. Balogun not even on the bench is even more frustrating after him signing a new contract. I guess it's going to be Leno, Bellerin, Holding, Mari, Xhaka, Partey, and ESR together. Saka, Odegaard, Pepe, and then Aubameyang up front, hopefully. Yeah, it's concerning on what's going to happen. I'm not really feeling confident. Cedric being dropped after playing consistently, that's pissing me off. And that's the same thing applies with Martinelli. And I guess Emil Smith-Rowe is playing in Ceballos' role. It's nice to see Ceballos not playing. Emil Smith-Rowe is better off in that role than Ceballos will be. So, but my nerves are really real, and I'm really nervous.
Guys, I'm back.
I'm kind of
listen. I'm back with some positivity. We're gonna win. We're gonna win 3-0. Right?
Oh my god! Wow.
I'll tell you the scorers: Nicolas Pepe, Aubameyang, and my boy Bukayo Saka. 3-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah.
I hope so.
I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, guys, there's 29 likes. Do hit the like button if you've not done so already. And
we need to make Melina smile.
Oh God,
there's a smile.
We're 34 in chat, so yeah, do hit the like and subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Do you know what? Right, I'm trying to be positive, but it's just one of them, innit? I'm not fully convinced by this lineup. I'm not convinced by
starting for us.
Granit Xhaka. I listen. I don't rate Granit Xhaka, but I'd rather see him in the midfield than at left back. No, just because, like.
Trust me, Daniel. We don't want him in midfield. He's terrible in midfield. Look,
we haven't got any
objective. Listen,
but Zach, we haven't got any other option. Who else would you? Ceballos is obviously fucking suspended.
You know what? I'm going to surprise a few people on
Mohamed
this, right?
Mohamed El Sideways
Our
is not good enough.
Our back four is terrible.
Do you know what? Xhaka has not been bad at left back since he came in, right? He had played that one dodgy game against Villarreal in the first leg, but he's been solid there. I don't rate him as a footballer. I think he's crap. But let's not pretend that it's an absolute disaster. Like, I still think he can do a job there tonight, and I still think we can keep a clean sheet. Trust me. I reckon we've got this in the bag, guys. I've got a positive feeling about this.
I wish I had your optimism.
I really have no hope. I started off like, all right, I'm confident. I'm feeling a vibe that, okay, we might do something tonight, but I don't know.
When we win 3-0, you can all come back to me and say, Zach, you're right. Yeah.
3-0, mate. Mate, if it's that comfortable, I'll buy you a bloody pint. Do you know?
I think it might be a 3-4-3. Maybe it'll be a 3-4-3 formation with Saka at the left wing back and Granit Xhaka in the back three. Hopefully.
Yeah, but
oh my God,
I don't know. Who cares? 3-0 it is. You watch Nicolas Pepe tonight, man. I'm loving it. I'm loving life again.
Yeah.
We gotta be positive, right? And 3-0 is what I'm predicting. The other thing is, right, that front three is not bad. Aubameyang, Pepe, and Saka. Yeah? We got no Willian stinking the place out. That's a positive, right?
No, we got Arteta instead.
We got Arteta instead, but
yeah.
For me, it's a win-win.
Do you know what it was? Do you know what it is, right? I've gone for every kind of emotion because yesterday doing my preview, I was confident, I was positive. Today, I was I started off a little bit negative. I was like, maybe we're going to, I'm not confident. Then I went to being positive, and now I'm just like, now it's getting closer to the game. I'm like, Arsenal, I've had my fingers burnt too many times, and it's just, if I convince myself, here's the thing, if I convince myself we're going to lose, then if we do lose, it won't be so hard to take. Whereas if we win, it'll be a nice surprise. But if
I'll
I
tell you what,
convince myself we're going to lose and we lose, then I'll be like, I expected it. Whereas if I go into it going, yeah, we're going to win and we lose, I'm going to be disappointed So I've just kind of conditioned myself now that if we lose, then because I'm expecting it, then it won't be so hard to take. It'll still be gutting, don't get me wrong, but it won't be as hard as if I go into it going, oh, we're gonna win, and then that'll
Trust
just
me,
be it'll
Daniel.
just make me
Daniel,
angry. Do you know what I mean?
listen. Do you know why I'm not nervous? Everyone seems to be on edge, right? I'm not. I'll tell you why I'm not nervous about
Pepe
tonight.
got to start shooting
No,
some goals today.
the reason why I'm not nervous is because if we win, great, Arsenal have won a game. If we lose, Arteta is so close to the sack that it's almost a positive. Even it's a win-win tonight, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but do you know what though, Zach? Like, if Arteta goes, I've seen reports that apparently we want fucking Sarri. No,
He's better than Arteta.
I don't want Sarri, mate. No way. I don't want Arteta. Don't get me wrong. But if we replaced him with Sarri, did you see the shit football he played at fucking at Chelsea? Like, honestly, I don't want that shitty football. Like,
Mate, we've already got that shitty football.
But I don't want Sarri, mate. Honestly, I'm not like if Arteta gets sacked and we get Sarri, I will never back him. I'm sorry, I'll never back Sarri. I don't think he'd be the right manager.
Yeah, I don't want him.
Never ever back him.
I don't want him, but he's better than Arteta. He's got experience. He's won trophies. He's been in the top 4. I mean, let's not forget, Daniel, that Maurizio Sarri came to Chelsea. He got in the top 4, and he won the Europa League, didn't he? Yeah, in his first season. So
yeah, he beat us.
Right. So that's my point.
Yeah, but to be honest, Zach, though, if you was managing a Chelsea team against that Arsenal team in that final, you could probably beat us about 5 or 6-0.
Yeah, but he got top 4
what I mean?
as well. Yeah, but he got top 4 as well, mate. Look, at the end of the day, I don't want him to replace Arteta, but I would take him.
He is better than Arteta. You have to give him
Right now, I would take Melina in charge of Arsenal, yeah? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't want Sarri. Honestly, if Sarri comes in, I'll not be happy. And that's just me being honest.
He has experience, Daniel.
He might have experience, but I still don't think he's not for me. Not listen. I'm just. This is just my opinion, and I'm not. I'm not saying that I'd rather have Arteta over Sarri, or I'm not saying that if Sarri come in, it would, yes, I get that. He's got experience, he's got all of that, but it's just not for me, and I just can't back him. I just wouldn't be able to back Sarri.
I'd back Sarri. Any manager who comes in after Arteta, whoever it is, I will back him. And I'm telling you that now. The one manager I did not want was Arteta, because he'd never managed a game in his life before, yeah? I will back any other manager who comes in, even if it's like Gareth Southgate, yeah? And obviously, he's the next worst manager I could think of.
Gareth Southgate. Oh, mate, no.
I would still back Southgate in charge of Arsenal, because I just don't want Arteta. At least Southgate has been managing England, and he's managed Middlesbrough, whoever he managed. I can't even remember. You know what I mean?
No, mate. No, not
Trust me, Daniel.
That's so sad, because that just proves how far up he is.
That's what I worry about. That fans are so quick to get rid of Arteta that they take anybody. That's
I'm
what
not
worries
saying
me.
I want Southgate, Daniel. It's a point. I guess I want Allegri, right? He's my man, Allegri. That's who I wanted.
I want Simeone, to be fair.
I'd take Simeone.
Klopp.
Obviously. Yeah.
I would have taken a lot of people turn their nose up, but I would have taken Thomas Tuchel as well. I would have taken him, like, when he was available. I would have absolutely taken him. But obviously,
a lot of people underestimated tactic Tuchel. They thought, he's not the man for the job, but look how far he's gotten Chelsea with their squad now. Yeah, mind you, Chelsea have spent a lot more money than we have. Melina, there's a few super chats coming in here.
I was just gonna. Are they just come in?
They haven't come in on StreamYard, but I've been reading it through the YouTube. For me, I'm having trouble refreshing the StreamYard comments. I'm not sure if it's the same for you. Sometimes it lags out a bit. But it's one from Roadmap and it's one from Jim Housen.
One from who, sorry?
There's one from Roadmap, which is below Randy's comment that says, that was a sorry masterclass. If you want to read the super chat, it's just the one below Randy's. Two of them are below Randy's comment that says, that was a sorry masterclass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you read them out, them out, will I find them? So I'll put them up on screen.
So thank you, Roadmap, for your donation. Roadmap says we should get Simeone, not sorry.
Yeah.
Simeone is a very good manager, but will he come to mid-table club like Arsenal, where we are now? I don't think so. I can't see us getting Simeone.
That's mad.
The second super chat comes in from Jim Housen. Thank you, mate, for your donation. He says Melina in for manager.
Yes.
Melina honestly, if I had a lot more confidence, I would probably
trust me. Yeah, Melina, you would do a much better job than Arteta.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Daniel
could be your assistant coach.
Yeah, he'll put Arteta in his place. That's for sure. He's even willing to fly him out. Sam in the chat here says he would rather take Big Sam Allardyce.
Yep. Agreed.
ZH says, I would love to have Sarri as our manager. So yeah, there's some people who are actually backing Sarri. And Zach has a point. Sarri is a better manager than Arteta. At least Sarri has stuff to put on his CV, whereas Arteta got the job with a blank CV.
Yeah. I agree. Do you know what it is, right? As I said, it's a win-win for us tonight. If we win the game, fine, and we go through. If we lose, hopefully that's the end of Arteta, right?
Do you actually think, though, Zach, that, if we lose tonight, this man tomorrow, as Spurs said to Mourinho, sacked in the morning? Do you think that's actually going to happen?
I'll give you my opinion on that, Melina, right? Before this European Super League thing, I think they would not have sacked him.
Right, there's Roadmap's one. I've just put it up. Thank you for your donation, Roadmap. I appreciate that.
Before the European Super League, I don't think they would have sacked him if he'd lost tonight. I think they would have given him a free run until next season. However, they've looked at it now, and they're probably going to look at it and think, you know what? If we sack Arteta, if he goes out, we'll get a little bit of faith back from the fans that we're going about things the right way. And that's why I think he will get sacked if he loses the game. Anyway, I'm hoping he gets the sack if he loses, but I want us to win the game. So, as I said, it's a win-win situation.
I'm
already pissed off to even watch the game.
Thank you for yours, Jim, as well. I've just put yours up there on the screen. But yeah, thank you for yours as well. Big up to everybody who's donated as well, like Randy and all the rest. You guys are
big up everyone in the chat showing your support, and for the new people who joined today, thank you so much, everybody, whether you're watching on Periscope or YouTube itself or on Facebook. I think this video will be up on Facebook later too. So
yeah, and big up to Randy and Tiger and Gooner. I know you guys are in Australia and New Zealand, so it must be shit early for you guys. Like it must be about 5-6 in the morning. So yeah, big up to you guys that are actually watching from early hours of the morning. I appreciate that, because it must be hard to get up for a YouTube stream and get up for a game at that time of the morning. Because I tell you something, I'll be honest, I'm not sure I could, the way Arsenal's been playing this season, I'm not sure I could get up at that time to watch Arsenal. Like,
what do you mean? Oh,
like,
Daniel, you travel 5 hours to go to games, mate. You are a massive Arsenal fan. You put in a lot of hours to watch Arsenal.
I do. I try. yeah, I do, mate. It's just mad. Like I'm not like I did watch one when I went out to Australia last year, and we played Newcastle. That was a 4 a.m. start, and I listened to about the first half of it and then got tired and fell asleep. So like it's not easy like getting up at that time.
That was a brilliant ball by Martinelli. It's a shame he's not starting today.
You're really
He's
disappointed.
done well for Newcastle.
Melina,
Yeah, he's
you're
my
very
favorite
disappointed.
player. And
I'm gonna have to call you out though, Melina. Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm
what's
gonna have
up?
to call you out. How can you be a Real Madrid fan and an
And an
Arsenal?
Arsenal fan? Everybody says that.
Do you know?
Real
I
Madrid,
was wondering
Real
that because I
Madrid
see
has
you.
always
Daniel was
been.
too polite to call you out.
I don't care.
Oh.
No, Real Madrid has always been my second team. I've supported them for same time as I started watching Arsenal, and I'm a
I'll be back in a
massive.
sec, guys. I've just
I'm a
got to
massive
run
Cristiano
for the loo.
Ronaldo fan, and I actually, at one point in time, before Ozil, declined in his career at Arsenal, I actually rated him at Madrid and Arsenal at the start.
All right, let me ask you a question then, Melina.
Yeah, sure, mate.
Arsenal versus Real Madrid.
Who would I support?
Champions League final
Oh my God.
2023.
No.
Who are you supporting,
Arsenal won't
young
even
lady?
get there, mate. Zach, let's be real.
Who are you
Arsenal
supporting, young lady? And I want a definitive answer.
In all honesty, Arsenal have always been, a lot higher up the scale than me. But yeah, I would support Arsenal. But if we lose, I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't shed a tear for me.
First and foremost, Zach.
Melina, you a disgrace.
First and foremost, Zach.
What? Go on.
I've got to call you out there, mate.
Go on, 2020,
2023 for the Champions League
Yeah,
final.
we're not even getting
it was
there.
just an example. It was just an example. So Melina, all right, 2030.
2030, I don't even know if I'll be alive by then. What I said is true. I would still support, whatever team wins. I wouldn't shed a tear, or whatever team loses. So.
And Randy says, Randy, this is for you, Melina. He says, I thought Harry Kane was your favorite player.
No, Randy, that was just for FPL. I play fantasy football, and Harry Kane has been carrying a lot of my fantasy football game weeks. I am not a Spurs fan. Randy started this trend of calling Daniel a United fan and me a Spurs fan. I haven't been here since the North London derby due to school commitments, but nice to be back on here after a long time.
Big up Shep and Tiger, and says it's early, and yeah, you guys are going into winter now, aren't you? Like, that's mad as well. That must be so cold as well.
Canada. Is it cold in Canada, Melina?
No, Zach, I just went outside and then I done a stream, so I still haven't got ready for the match yet.
Well, good luck, everyone. I hope, Melina, I hope you're less nervous.
Yeah,
the game starts. Trust me, don't forget my prediction, guys. 3-0. Nicolas Pepe, man of the match. That'll put Daniel in his place when Pepe's man of the match.
Honestly, hey mate, if Pepe's man of the match, I'd love that because it means we'll be in the final. And the thing is, as well, this is the thing that Arsenal fans need to realise. Yes, I know we've got to get there first, but even if we get to the final, we've got a massive task in Man United to overhaul.
Odegaard, though, the one thing about tonight's lineup, what's Odegaard done to justify starting today? He slows everything down as well, man. I don't know. Anyway, let's see.
Not long to go now. I'm nervous.
I'm relaxed. I'm going to get some dinner and I'm going to watch the game and just chill out.
Yeah, that's mad. But yeah, big up everybody. Big up everybody in the chat. And I think, Melina, you've just put it in the chat as well about everybody joining. But that's mad. Like it's been a mad stream. There's
it's
23.
Nice to see a lot of new people joining. Some people I know from fantasy football who are watching me on here who don't even support Arsenal. So Thank you. There's a lot of people in here who support other clubs and just to support Daniel's channel. And he's on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys haven't already, it would be massively appreciated if you can support his channel and show some love and respect.
Melina, if
Yeah,
you
I
got
appreciate that. And I know I've said
got-
it before. I know this is an Arsenal channel, but I've said, listen, anybody's welcome. Any football fans, listen, you know what I mean? It's anybody's welcome. So thank you for that. Sorry, Zach, I cut you off there.
that's okay, mate. What was I going to say? So, Melina, have you got a YouTube channel then?
Yes, I do, but I don't tell people when I go live. I don't promote it. But
Oh,
Zach, you're
right.
putting me on blast for the second time in this
Oh,
1
sorry,
hour
I
live
didn't.
stream.
I thought you
It's
wanted
okay,
people.
mate.
I
No,
thought you wanted people to know about it.
I have sometimes I do and I'm not a football channel, but sometimes I do live and rant and rage about Arsenal. My channel is called Miss Melina. If you guys want to check it out, but feel free.
I'm sure Randy will be over there shortly.
He was on there earlier in the chat.
Yeah, I bet he was.
Who is that, sir? What's that?
Randy.
Oh,
Always
Randy.
winding
Yeah,
people up.
mate, Randy's everywhere. Randy's everywhere, mate.
Randy by
Randy's
name, Randy by name, Randy by nature.
Yeah.
Well said.
Oh yeah, that's mad, absolutely
Right.
mad. But listen, it's nearly I realized we're approaching 7:15 and we're almost 40 odd minutes away from kickoff. But I want to thank everybody for joining. It's been a fantastic stream. Do remember to go over and subscribe to Melina's channel.
Thanks, Daniel.
Miss Melina, you know, I seen it. You're almost at 1,400 subscribers as well.
I don't know how. I don't know who's watching me, but for the people who actually watch my content,
I
thank
saw
you.
that you're catching me up, Melina. That's good.
I have no
I
idea.
like to see that. I like to see that though. I'm not one of these people that, you know, there's so much competition on YouTube. But listen, YouTube's a big platform. There's room for everybody. Do you know what I mean? There doesn't have to be this competition and war that seems to be going on. But yeah, do go over and subscribe to Melina's channel. And obviously, Zach, you're on Twitter. You don't have a YouTube channel, do you?
No, and I don't really want Arsenal fans following me on Twitter anymore because I can't stand their opinions, to be honest.
All right, if you're not an Arsenal fan, follow Zach on Twitter. If you're
other fans welcome. Apart from Real Madrid, Melina, no Real Madrid fans either.
And yeah, you can follow Melina on Twitter as well, and then obviously I'm on Twitter as well. So yeah, we're all on Twitter. But yeah, if you're new around here as well, do hit the subscribe, do hit the like button. I will be back later with a post-match review. Listen, that's going to be interesting depending on how the game goes. But listen, I want to thank Zach and Melina, you guys, for coming on. It's been a really good stream. I've really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it's been good. Thank you for having us on, Daniel. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on the show too. It's been a long time since I've done a stream.
It's been mad.
Keep up the good work, Daniel. Keep up the good work, Melina.
Thank you, Zach.
And I wish your dad the very best, by the way, Melina.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
Hope he
definitely hope he gets better, and hopefully hopefully Arsenal win tonight. So
see, we've got Tony Black. Tony Blackwell is a West Ham fan. I'm West Ham and I follow Zach on Twitter. Love his comments on there. Listen, I prefer. I can actually have proper footballing chats with other fans, you know, of different clubs because they're more realistic. They understand football. When it comes to Arsenal fans, obviously I'm generalising, but 99% of Arsenal fans I come across, they're like groupies. They're like fanboys or fangirls. They don't look at the football. They're like, oh, Bellerin's got to play. They don't open their eyes and look that Bellerin's rubbish or Xhaka or Leno. They're just fanboys and girls, and that's my problem with Arsenal fans. Yeah,
it's mad. It's anyway. Mad, mate. It's mad. Honestly, it really is. Like, honestly, I see so much bilge on Twitter. It's just it's like the flipping Jeremy Kyle platform. Do you know what I mean? Like, they should just They should be sponsored by Jeremy Kyle. Do you know what I mean? He should take it over because, yeah, it's just mad. Like, when people said that the Jeremy Kyle show is ending, I was like, just go on Twitter. You can get your fix there. Do you know what I mean? Just honestly, that's what it's like. But yeah, listen, we're getting close to kickoff now, so I'm going to end the show. Listen, big up to everyone who's tuned in. I appreciate you all. I'll be back here straight after the game. Leave a like on the way out. Do subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you back here at 10 p.m. Take care, guys. Come on, you Gunners.